Xin Chao, what's up everybody? All right, in this video today, it's gonna be a little bit of a basic guide for understanding the lady bars and bar girls over in Saigon, District 1, Bitexco area, and or Japantown. I'm gonna briefly talk on some of these topics. I'm sure there's other people with other videos on this stuff, so I'm gonna try to help you and prevent you from having what happened to the guy last week. So if you don't wanna get beat up in a bar and ripped off, I'm gonna give you tips on how to prevent that. So if you're first time coming here, first time going to these bars, you've been to Thailand a bunch and you think you know it all, and you're coming here for the first time, you've been whatever, you've never done it here, I'll briefly explain it to you as we walk down it all. If you are a frequenter of the lady bars and you want to add information, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I am not a domineering person and think my opinion is the only one that is correct. I encourage you to add information in this. Let's help the homies out. You know, if we can just save a couple dudes from getting beat up, or worse yet, falling in love with one of these girls and marrying her and giving her hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah, first things first is, to my knowledge, it's not like Thailand. I've been to Bangkok and Pattaya, and it's way more of a prostitution forward thing, I would say, if we were gonna say such words as that. So yeah, it's more outright of a full service industry. So we're more so like a lady bar or a go-go bar or all this stuff. It's more so about meeting a girl and like taking her home and performing acts. It is not the same here, to my knowledge. I'm sure you can, but it is not the same here as it is in Bangkok and in Thailand and in Cambodia. Cambodia is different too. I think we're gonna go back to Phnom Penh this year because it's super affordable right now, and it ticks the marks for stuff, and go to Angkor Wat and a couple other places. So I think Cambodia will be on the list. I think Laos is gonna be out, just on a side note. But the ladies of the night that work at these places, this is not a full service industry at these bar girls. These bar girls' goal is to all be, you know, I didn't learn all these terms about like mongering. I didn't even know what mongering was until a fan of mine explained it to me in Bangkok. He's a live streamer on Kick now, if you want to go give him a follow. His name on Kick is Pad Krapao. So if you want to see a guy a little bit older that lives in Bangkok live stream on Kick, yeah, you can go follow him. He's Pad Krapao. But he explained all the mongering stuff and all that jazz to me. To my knowledge, that isn't available here. So like, as we go walk these bars, and I'll talk about them, we'll go down at the next spot and explain the pricing and all this stuff. To my knowledge, you know, this stuff is not full service. It could be, I don't really know. I've never asked, but I've never seen dudes. You don't see dudes going out with chicks all night, let's put it that way. I think if you really were into a chick and you went back over and over, you could probably get her Zalo and take her on a dinner date and eventually get there. But them selling themselves is outright prostitution from what I've dealt with, and when I used to go to these places a lot more, no, like none of them. Like, but you can do some stuff in the bar for sure. Now let's get into the pricing. I'm sure that's what, like, this should all be called a price guide. So I think even the title of the video, to get a lot of views, we'll probably call it a price guide. You really have to cheat with that stuff and really play it up to whatever's gonna benefit you view-wise, even if it's not exactly accurate to the formula. But the price now for a man drink, if you go into a lady bar here, is 50 to 60K. So a $2 to $3-ish should be for the cost of a guy's beer. So for your beer as a dude, yours should cost no more than 50K for real. 60K tops. If you're gonna buy her a drink, it used to be, we're on the outside now, so we're still harassing the outside, but there's all bars down here where we're walking. They're hidden on the side. These are lady bars nobody ever goes to, but they are active. There's some on the second floor stuff here. So the price for a beer for a guy is that. A cocktail for you is gonna be all the way up to, if you get a hard booze, can be up to $8. So if you get a hard alcoholic drink, like a cocktail, it can be up to $8 for just one, so up to 200K. The bar drinks for the girls are ranging now anywhere from 160. I don't know of any of the 150 places left. It used to all be 150. You would never pay more than 150 unless you bought like champagne, like something crazy. Now they're all starting at like 160 is the cheapest I've been to, but a majority are parking at like 225 to 250. But a lot are just settling at around 250. So $10 now for one lady drink. So you've essentially almost doubled the price. Like I said, it used to be 150 and now it's 250. So you're 50K, $2 away from doubling the price due to just the results of COVID. And that is a direct result of these just being closed. And these places didn't even close. They stayed open and they just let you come in. You would come knock on the thing. But like, here's one right here, dude. This guy's next to one over here. Worst place ever to stay. One of my subscribers got an apartment here and I tried to tell him not to. We gave him all the advice and he didn't listen, and he ended up having to break lease and waste a bunch of money. But nobody listens to anybody. I'm the same way. Oh, there's a cat nat out here now. So that's the price guide for that. Now, there's a lot of dirty tricks that they do here. A lot of ways to get you in trouble. There's a lot of places where you can come have fun too. Like, there's a sports bar here that's fine, where like old guys hang out. I think it's one of these older gentlemen, which I am older and I will be an older gentleman. I don't know why older gentlemen take offense. I think this place, the pub, one of these, number 5, I think number 5. One of these is a sports bar. I think it's this whole thing. So you go in here and this is like a sports bar and it's got like free tap. It's got like decent food. And then now starts all the lady bars. The pub. I want to say the pub is good. One of these has a pool table right as you walk in. And then Elbow Room, if you want to see the video on that, I have a video on that. Just type in Elbow Room, Fat and Broke, and you'll see the video of us eating there, me and Winnie. Yeah, the pub. My one homie likes the pub. And then my other homie likes, and they rename them all the time too. And the reason why they rename them is because they do credit card fraud. We'll get into that. But just like you heard on that guy's video, they do a lot of fraud on credit card. That guy, like I said, is just one of that night that got robbed out here in these bars. Like, a lot of guys think it's a lot of fun out here because they've never had any trouble. You know, they don't go crazy. They always pay their thing. Or they've just never put themselves in a situation. And trust me, every day, every day they get ripped off. So all these are lady bars. Every single place you're looking right now is a lady bar. So like at night, there's girls sitting here every night. Maybe tonight we'll go back and do a couple shots on the other camera so you guys can see, but it's very, very frowned upon now to film this area at night. You will get literally attacked. Now, a year ago even, it was easier. 2 years ago, even easier, but they're very aggressive about no filming in this area now. There's been a lot of like YouTubers with hidden video cameras that have videos that have millions of views. So the ladies are aware of it now and they don't want people to see them on the internet. Makes sense? So, to my knowledge, to run over all this, these are just bars of ladies where you hang out for attention. You can touch, grab, kiss, all that to my knowledge. You, however, are maybe not gonna bar fine so many of these girls. Is it possible? Sure. If you're like a bar fine expert of Saigon, these lady bars, let us know in the comment section. It's not my bag, it's not my deal, but I'm not a negative Nancy and I'm not like a teacher. Like whatever you wanna do in your free time with your money is up to you. Like whatever makes you happy. I don't judge a person that like goes there and does that. I've had plenty of fun in those. It's not the fun that I'm looking for anymore. And it's just it's all money pit at the end of the day. Here's a bunch more bars here. Roses, Mean, Red Light. So we've gone over the prices, $250K max for a lady drink. Here's a tactic that they'll hit newcomers with is they'll try to gang up on you. If you go into one of these bars early, say 8 to midnight and there's nobody in there and they haven't gotten a lot of drinks, they will try to manipulate you and bring every girl over and try to get you to buy one of those $250K drinks for every girl, which you can do the math. You got 10 girls standing by you. You've just spent $100 in 10 seconds. So it can add up that quickly with that kind of technique. You have to really be aggressive, say no. My recommendation is if this is really your thing, I think there's about 127 bars here, somebody told me. Walk between these 4 blocks where we're walking now. You'll see all the girls will be sitting outside. You know, pick one where you think that's what you want to spend your money on. Like, I wouldn't just randomly choose a place and go in. If you're going to be spending your hard-earned money, you might as well pick someone that you're attracted to the most. So they do set it up like that. Like, you know how in Bangkok where you can go to, like, I don't even know what they call it, fish bowls or whatever, dude. Or whatever, you go into the thing and the chick's all wearing a number and you pick one. They kind of do that here, but they're just sitting outside. So it's a little bit different. It's just like a soy 6 or but like how you in soy 6, you would take that girl home in 2 hours after you drank and like negotiating a bar fine the entire time. That's not what's happening here. You're just drinking and having fun and doubling down on drinking and having fun. So there is more and more places that are moving in here that are actually taking over legit lady bars and opening actual businesses. I was told from a Vietnam vet that this has always been the party area, so if somebody can confirm that. So like since the Vietnam War, this has kind of been like where lady bars have been at, which would be a pretty cool lore if that was true. And you got the forum over here. This used to be where Becky used to work. She could still work here. I so don't frequent these places anymore that I can't tell you. It's just so expensive now. It used to be okay because we used to go to these and stream. You have 4 or 5 cute girls on stream, you know, get some people chipping in, make a couple $100. But the problem with that, I'd make like $200 in a night, right? Or even 300. We'd spend 150 at the lady bar, or 200. Or sometimes even you spend what you made. Like people weren't throwing on top, they were just paying for just the drinks and they're that expensive. So many more bars here. You got Funny Bar, Snug Pub, Welcome In is new. Fatties, if you're an older guy and you're into sports and want to hang out with other old guys, it's a great place for you. Cheers, Moonlight, Tasty, Bum, these are all lady bars. So what you've just seen, every single bar that looks like this. So if you see a 1664 up here, hold on, I'm overheating. I'll be right back. It's not even that hot today. 1664, if it looks like this is your sign that it's a lady bar and you're in the area. This used to all be lady bars. This all became different shit recently, all since COVID. So COVID changed a lot of stuff. Hopefully the audio is good. I'm testing out the microphone in a new way. So hopefully I set it up right. If I didn't, fail to me. It looks like it's recording correct. This Izikai is new. It hasn't certainly got off its feet yet, but I do recommend it. It looks nice. The food always looks pretty good when we're there. This is just bonus information to the lady bar stuff. So that really is the lady bar thing. I have met many men that have dated these girls, that have gotten their Zalos. It all results to, can you come to my bar? And if you don't know what that means, I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, these women may be beautiful, they may be nice, they may have regular lives. Like there's this guy that's doing a podcast in Bangkok with like all the YouTube and like TikTok shill people. Like there's a couple good Thailand YouTubers on there, like the one guy like Retired For You or whatever. The rest of them are all just like whatevers. But that guy had on like a girl from like Soy 6 or something. They tried to like frame her like she was Jesus Christ and she was just out there earning hard for the family. No, the fact of the matter is I've interviewed so many of these girls and I know so many of them, they're gonna do slutty things anyways, so they'd rather get paid for it. And they're gonna be drunks and they wanna party and they wanna do degenerate shit. They are like degen dudes in female form and this is what they wanna do and this is what they're gonna do. No one sold them into this. They all can tell you a pretty good tale though. If they think you're the right guy and they get you on for the right line, they'll definitely tell you a magical tale of magical things. You know, they've much so advanced their story. It used to be a buffalo was sick and all that, but now it's way better. It's, you know, my sister's blah, 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 divorced, so she needs $1,000 for a kidney or what. I mean, it gets real crazy real quick, the stuff I've heard and the shit that dudes fall for. So if you are gonna have relations with one of these girls, just keep it to a one-night thing. Do not continuously take these girls out. I've met so many guys that think they're playboys and they do have relationships with these girls, but they keep having relationships with these girls, and they end up like dating one, and then they end up making a girlfriend to one, and they end up marrying one, and then you're like, what? Dude, you married a bar girl. It happens all the time, so just keep your head on a swivel. Be safe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it was helpful, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see all kinds of additional stuff, join the Patreon. If you want to go for a pretty expensive private tour when you're here, I think I'm going to bring them back, but if you want to go to these places and learn how it is, you're going to have to, you know, throw down for that, and we're only going to go to a few places that I actually know of. I'm debating if I'm still going to do that yet, so we'll see. As ever, have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning. Like I said, the Patreon's there. If you need an apartment, that's also the place to do it. If you want to watch me live stream, we do that over at kick.com. So that's kick.com/fatandbroke. Stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. All right, a little bit of bonus content that I forgot in the video that I want to add now. Do not pay with a credit card, of course, when you're at one of these bars. Make sure the price for everything is absolutely clear before you pull the trigger in anything. So make sure that when you agree to buy something that the price is confirmed. Double check the price physically, have her point to the menu that that's the price, agree to the price, pay cash, pay for it after every single round. Never ever hold a tab there. They look for guys to get drunk there that don't know this stuff and to hold a tab. And the longer you hold a tab, the bigger you go, the more drinks, the more you lose control of how much you've actually been buying is where they really want to get you at. I couldn't see him filming. So be wary of that. Like I said, if I'm still out here late tonight, we'll try to film a little bit of this, but as I told you, they just don't want to be on camera. I can show you a video from 2 years ago when I did this same kind of video where there was no problem with them being on camera, but those days really are behind us, so.